Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when and where you are watching. I am PlainGuy, and this is the PlainGuy Show. We have another great episode for you guys this week. We are joined by BFT. BFT was a bit of a last-minute acquisition for the show. He is part of the Norfolk and Chance group. We had an amazing sit-down. I can't wait for you guys to check it out. You will also see the first version of PlainGuy Trivia, a new little segment we want to start adding into every episode of the PlainGuy Show. So, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Our community continues to grow, and you guys are what keep us coming back for these episodes. So, without further ado, I give you BFT. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned, we are joined by our friend Frankie BFT, part of the Norfolk and Chance group. Frankie streams over on Facebook. He is all about that Call of Duty lately, and we are going to get the opportunity to ask him the tough questions. Frankie, how you doing today, my man? How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Very good.
I am so happy.
But I'm here.
I'm so happy that you were able to join us today. Everything was kind of a little last minute, but we managed to find the time. We managed to sit down, and here we are.
Exactly.
Frankie, we always started off. I think you know what's coming. It is always the first question that we ask on the PlainGuy Show. Cat or dog person, and why do you hate cats?
Dogs, 100%, right? I've always grown up with dogs, right? So cats have always just been one of them animals you just fuck off out the door and let them come back when they want to, innit?
More of a nuisance than anything else.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I love dogs.
You love dogs? Absolutely. Well, I am with you on that one. I got to remain impartial, but I prefer dogs to cats. So, some questions we want to get into today. We will get to some things. Before we do have a message from Mr. Weavers himself that you will find on episode 5 of the PlainGuy Show. I don't know what it means, but he wanted me to call you a Wabba Bot Bot.
A Wabba Bot Bot.
Wabba Bot Bot. What is a Wabba Bot Bot?
Okay, so it came from what was it now? It's so it's for a film called The In-Betweeners.
Okay.
Right, and it's like a bunch of school wannabe cool kids that are a bit some are geeky and a bit stupid, right? And they go on holiday, and one of them turns around, he goes, "A Wabba Bob Bob," and his mate goes, "What did you say?" He's like, "I said, what time is it?" I went, "No, you fucking didn't. You said a Wabba Bot Bot," right? And then we changed it into bot, so a Wabba Bot Bot. So then obviously start calling each other bots. So a Wabba Bot Bot,
a Wabba Bot Bot.
Yeah, a Wabba Bot Bob to a Wabba Bot Bot.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, like I said, I had no idea what it meant. I was just told right before we sat down today, hey, make sure to ask Frankie or call Frankie a Wabba Bot Bot.
I rate that. I love that.
You guys have a good group of friends.
Bot.
You guys are an amazing group of friends. It's awesome how much you guys love
quality.
to dig at each other. That is quality. That is quality.
Pure brutal, but like fun brutal.
So, being a bot, great segue. Your main game is Call of Duty. You have been streaming for the most part for the last 9 months, the Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
How's it going? Hackers are becoming a huge problem. That has been everywhere. We've been hearing about it.
Yeah.
What's the solution at this point? What is Activision waiting for?
A fucking anti-cheat.
That's what you guys are waiting for.
Yeah.
What is Activision waiting for?
More money.
That's fair.
Yeah.
They want what they need to get the more people playing to bring in the anti-cheat. Like it is getting long.
I think the plan maybe I reckon they might be making their own anti-cheat. Maybe, I don't know.
And it's just a time frame
instead of paying for a massive money for a company to
make one for them.
I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe they just don't want to because hackers are making them money as well.
BFT hot take: Activision is cheap.
Yeah, cheapskates.
So I've seen some of your Call of Duty play. You guys are lights out. Like you want to talk about envy when it comes to Call of Duty. Think of I envy you guys playing Call of Duty the way you envy me playing Rocket League.
Yeah, I have fucking terrible at that
game. You guys, like the communication you guys have, the calm under pressure, the knowing when to push, when guys are gonna push. I don't even know where people are. And you guys have the next 5 moves planned out ahead of you. What is the trick to being so good at Call of Duty? What is your trick?
Get into bot lobbies.
Find guys like me in your lobbies, is what you're saying?
Right.
Match up with me in your lobbies, and you're off to success.
20 bombs all the way.
Yeah, I get shot in the face, and I'm looking behind me for the guy. Like,
no, I would say I don't know. Like, I was when Warzone first came out, I was really bad.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't good. I didn't really play. I played a bit of Modern Warfare, like the actual multiplayer.
Yeah.
I hadn't played Call of Duty properly since Black Ops 1. Like, I didn't enjoy it. Like, once it got to like the future advanced warfare, the realistic, I kind of lost interest in them and that. I'm more. That's where I went to Battlefield. I moved over to Battlefield. I was like, played a couple of them, and then I kind of stopped gaming. And it was only when Warzone came out, I got back into gaming. Like, I played a bit of AZ before, obviously on PS4 and that, before I started streaming. But so yeah, I was terrible at the game. Like, I was a 0.7 KD player.
That's still better than me.
And then so you're going. And then
I think I'm a 0.1.
That's not. Yes. No. I mean, I was a 0.7 KD. Like,
yeah, I know. I'm a 0.1 KD. If I probably pulled open the stat.
Brilliant. Yeah, so we started like playing together, and we started trying to get a bit more competitive, like together, actually trying to go for kills instead of, camping rooftops with snipers, and then started getting more aggressive, and like the original Norfolk team, we started playing in smaller tournaments, and then we started pushing. And then, to be fair, one thing that's helped me, watching a lot of like big streamers and that playing.
Okay.
Like over on Twitch, funny enough, like I watch a lot of Twitch streamers, watching them how they play, like before I go bed and that, just sitting there, can of beer in bed, watching a bit of that. And then, I think we've all just kind of pushed each other, we tell each other when oh mate, you should have done that there. Oh yeah, good point.
That constructive criticism after the round kind of thing, and where you could have done better, and
or just a BFT, you fucking shit. Get out of the
game. I'm gonna go on I'm gonna play with you guys one time just so you can see what a true shit bot is. And Frankie, they will never criticize you ever again for your gameplay after they watch me. They'll be like, God, thank God we don't have PlainGuy with us. Is what they'll be saying. So do you think you talked about when Advanced Warfare kind of came out, you really lost? I never played the Advanced Warfare. This kind of brings us into, so you are actually active military. Do you think the realism, a game with the more realism compared to the, you know what I mean, when you get jetpacks and everything else, is what kind of intrigued you being in the military? Or, what's your thoughts on that?
I was always going to be in the military from like a young age, like especially my brother joined up, so I was just going to follow him. But I think that's where my gaming interests come from.
Okay.
I'm not big into like the futuristic kind of gaming as such. So like, I never played the Halos, like all them kind of thing. I never really got interested in them. I was always more of a like Battlefield, like the Modern Warfare. Not saying they're all realistic, because obviously
it's a video game.
Yeah, but like the more realistic sides to the games,
right?
Such.
Right. That makes sense, right? Because it's again leans towards more something where like I said, if you had to pick on the first person shooter, you're gonna find the one that, again, this is nowhere near real, but the closest leaning that you could find of the video games that are available at the time.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome. No, that makes sense. So how long have you been enrolled with the military? Like, are you with it's the English military? I'm
British Army. Yeah.
British Army. Okay.
Yeah, I've been nearly 9 years now.
Oh wow,
9 years in September. So
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's obviously been a big part of your life and everything else.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've traveled loads of places, been loads of different countries, visited. It's good. Like start to get that stage where you want to kind of chill out a little bit. So I've managed to get myself to a place that I don't go away as much, which is all right. But like, yeah, my last place. I was away like majority of the time.
What was your favorite country that you visited in that time?
Canada.
Canada. Represent.
100% Canada.
Well, that's because we're the friendliest people.
Yeah. Everyone says, 100%. People say, "Oh, Canadians are friendly." I went over there. I was like, "Wow, you guys are really friendly."
you walk dead into a guy at the airport. He turns around and apologizes to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, that is
in the face. They're like, sorry, got in the way of your fist there.
I know, although you're sucking up, because I'm Canadian, as we know, we are still going to get into. We're going to try something new out today, guys. We are going to welcome you to PlainGuy Trivia. It is something we have never done on the PlainGuy Show. I think Frankie is a perfect guinea pig for it.
Oh God.
Before we get in, guys, if you haven't already, you will find his description in the link to the video. You will also see his tags right below him. You'll see everything you need to find Frankie on all social media. BFT Gaming. And here we go. All right. PlainGuy Trivia. Question number 1. Are you nervous?
Yeah, I am actually.
For $1 million. No. In a website browser address bar, what does www stand for?
World Wide Web.
That is correct. I'll give it to them. 1 for 1. They get harder. Which country consumes the most chocolate per capita? Ooh, he's thinking, ladies and gentlemen. He is thinking.
I'm going to have the UK.
Incorrect. The answer is Switzerland, which kind of makes sense with the Swiss chocolate. You guys eat a lot of chocolate. I think your chocolate is a lot more bitter than ours, if I'm not mistaken. There's something different with your chocolates than European chocolate.
It's nicer.
It's nicer. That's probably. Have you seen any cocoa plants in Canada? No, you haven't.
Fair one.
All right. What does BMW, the car manufacturer, stand for in English? The question said in English. I'm assuming because it's a German manufacturer. What does it stand for in English?
I knew this. It's something motor vehicle.
Well, that's a V, not a W. So good luck with that. BMW.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't tell you.
It is Bavarian Motor Works.
Oh, Motor Works. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why when you said vehicle, I'm like, I know where you're going, but
yeah.
So we are 1 for 3.
Yeah, not good. I'm normally good at quizzes as well.
You should have studied.
I know, yeah.
How many hearts does an octopus have? These are some random questions. Not to be mistaken with how many stomachs does a cow have?
2.
Incorrect. The correct answer is 3. Now we're going to go back to your childhood a little bit. And we will date ourselves a little bit. And somebody in there, maybe 14, might not know the answer to this one. In the movie Peter Pan, you kind of look like Peter now that I think about it.
Oh, thank you.
In the movie Peter Pan, what did the crocodile swallow?
I'm going to have to be honest with you.
You never watched it?
I've never watched Peter Pan.
Oh, no! In the
I'm just going to say Tinkerbell.
He swallowed Tinkerbell. No, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going back on this, the crocodile, first of all, he's the one that took Captain Hook's hand. I could be mistaken on that, but he swallowed an alarm clock. And so the crocodile always had a ticking about him, which gave almost like a PTSD in the movie, because anytime he'd hear the ticking, he always remembered the crocodile. It's been a long time since I've watched that movie. I haven't watched it since I was a kid. So 1 for 5.
Oh, that was terrible. Terrible for me.
As the first contestant on the PlainGuy Trivia, we will give you a break on that.
Yeah.
But we expect better when you come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Definitely a lot better. I'm normally well
Uh,
good with quizzes as well.
I tried to find some questions that would lead to a nice, there. I didn't want to, in the 1927 novel, who was the author and what was their career? What was their parents' name? I wasn't going to get full Jeopardy on you, but
Stephen Julie.
yeah, it's probably the answer too. But at the same time, Frankie, I expected a little better. I tried to keep them easy.
Yeah, I know,
Apparently,
yeah.
I got to make them easier.
I know, yeah. That was poor from me.
That's all right. That's all right. So, you've been streaming for about 9 months now.
Yep.
Have you enjoyed it? That's the important part. Let's start with that. Have you enjoyed it?
Most part of it, yeah.
Yes. Okay. What part have you not enjoyed of it?
Well, most of it, but sometimes you get a bit, when you finish work and that, and you've had a busy day, and you come back, and then mainly Warzone. You go to stream Warzone, and you're streaming trying to entertain them, and it's just being an absolute bastard. You're in lobbies with like cracked players just peeking, you jumping around, and you're like, mate, I can't catch a break here. I can't get more than one kill, and you just you're 10 minutes in, and you just want to end the stream there and then, and you're just like, it's just one of them. I think it's just Warzone more than streaming. It's Warzone.
No, it's true. Because if you're not having fun playing the game,
yeah,
it makes the stream harder to, you know what I mean, to have fun with the stream, obviously, because it feeds off your energy, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And so, yeah, if you get in there and you got a bunch of hackers or cracked players, like you said, just nonstop, I could see how that would, and like I said, you've already had a long day at work, right? You're trying to, we talk about that all the time, balance, right? Trying to find that balance between streaming, home, work, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna get on tonight, and then you run into all these guys, and it's like, so, man, I could see that being frustrating.
Yeah.
I see that as I see your wonderful little PlayStation controller, which actually should be one of our next questions. PlayStation or Xbox? It's a giveaway with the controller. Fair enough. Whole life PlayStation?
All life, yeah. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, 3, 4, and then PC.
Yeah, and then you lost me at 5.
Yeah. 5 got the PC.
Fair enough. So that being said, I see a little Benum hanging up. I love how I called it a Benum. Sitting with your controller, which looks like a little Turnip.
Yep, Turnip is indeed.
Who is he?
Okay,
what is he?
Right. So this goes on to obviously my the Norfolk team, and so obviously when I created the streamer name, it was BFT. Obviously, Big Frankie T, but I couldn't call it that, so I went with BFT. And then no one really knew what BFT stand for. And I used to go into everyone's streams, like JD Hawk, like all them, like Colsey. And Mad Dad was one of the, I don't remember, he stopped streaming now. Okay. That's my brother.
Okay.
So I used to go into all their streams and call them, like Mad Dad, Mad Bot, JD Hawk, JD Bot, JD Hawk Bot or Hawk Bot, Cole Bot. And just called them all bots in their stream, right? And then one day I went into Mad Dad's stream. I'm like, all right, Mad Bot. And he turned around, he went, what did he say? He was like, oh, get out of here, you big fucking turnip. Obviously, BFT. And since then, it just stuck because everyone was in his stream. They saw it, big fucking turnip. They're like, we're keeping that. We're just sticking that. And then we were there talking about mascot. So I decided to get a mascot. And then I've done like a little prize, like giveaway, like 200 stars. Put your name in the hat to name the turnip.
Okay.
And then Gabby ended up winning it, one of the followers, and then named it Timmy the turnip.
Timmy the turnip. That is awesome. And is Timmy with so do you have him as he's in all your he's in your background?
Yeah, he's in the background of all my streams now. Yeah. He's there sitting above the controller.
That is awesome. So your brother was a streamer as well.
Yeah.
This almost seems like a little you followed him into the military. Did you follow him into streaming as well? Are you the little brother he couldn't get rid of?
Pretty much, yeah. So I followed him into the military kind of thing, and then he kind of got into streaming. It was kind of one of the things that I wanted to do. I tried it on a PS4 and I didn't really like it, and then he started getting into it. I was like, yeah, that's something I want to do actually. I want to kind of And then like a few of us, like, you know, we all kind of, he was the first one to start streaming.
Okay.
And then we all kind of followed him as such, because it was kind of like the good idea. And we're like, yes, we all need to do this.
Yeah. That's how it is. You know what? Hey, you start watching somebody. I remember I started watching Ghost Viper Gaming, one of the guys on episode 3 or 2 or 3. And yeah, I was like, oh, this is cool. You know what? That'd be fun to try. Let's try it. And I had the same idea, actually. I was going to stream off my PlayStation. And then I don't know if I ever ran a stream off it. And then I just got a PC capture card, you know, a setup, and went, oh, I can do this. And
exactly.
I'm nowhere near successful by any means, but at the same time, if you're having fun doing it and you meet some cool people, like I have yourself, like I have guys you mentioned, JD Hawk, Weaver's Bot.
Weaver's
Get donged on, Weavers. Get donged on.
Yeah, absolute dogged on.
He's gonna love the shout out. He's like, keep doing it, boys. Keep doing it, boys. You're just pumping my tires. You know, you meet the cool people along the way, and that's really what makes it fun, right? So we went over, like I said, your time in the military, Call of Duty. What are, like, for the next 7 months, what do you see as the plan for the stream? Is there different games that you're going to look at? What are you hoping for growth? Is there new ideas you have? Like, what's your plan moving forward?
Well, really, with like the game, like obviously Battlefield will be coming out. That's a big one that I will be playing. Hopefully that takes me away from the Warzone problem, like, because at the moment it's one of them, like, I try to play other games, like stream other games. I've streamed a couple Tarkovs, a couple of Formula One, Among Us, and, you know, Rocket League, and it ends up like falling back onto, I just want to be on Warzone. But then I get on Warzone, I'm like, I don't want to be on Warzone.
Well, it helps when it's a game you're good at too, right?
Yeah,
that's what. No offense to your Rocket League skills.
Oh yes,
but it's like I've played Fall Guys, and there's a reason I don't stream Fall Guys, because I'm terrible at Fall Guys. Right?
I honestly think if you put a blindfold on me, I'd probably play Rocket League better.
Yeah, that's a good chance. There's probably more chance you'd hit the ball.
Yeah, exactly. I might actually score.
I think I played with you as my teammate once, and I'm like trying to just put them in front, going, "You're gonna score this game. You're gonna score."
Literally put it in front of me, and I'm still hitting the side, like.
And I think you've been over on the Minecraft too, haven't you? Weren't you just there?
I was there yesterday. I popped in quickly, like, had a look. But I've been in there a couple of times, but I used to just go in and annoy them, really. Start killing them, and then killing the dogs and destroying the house, and then leave. You
and Danny just team up and just annoy everybody? Is that kind of the plan?
I was annoying Danny as well.
So you're excited for Battlefield coming out?
100%.
We're dropping soon. When does Battlefield drop? Do you remember? It's got to be. I can't
remember the date now.
It's got to be coming though.
I can't remember the date, but I'm looking forward to it big time. It is well needed.
Yeah, well, that's it, right? And I think they're going to pull a lot of Warzone players away. I think you're going to see those Warzone numbers drop heavily whenever that hits, because you're right. Everyone's getting fed up with the lack of anti-cheat and everything else, right? Yeah. So growth wise, because you're sitting about the 500 followers, if I'm not mistaken, which, hey, is no joke. You know, it sounds like a little when you look at these numbers that some of these people have hit, but getting to 500 is a grind alone. So congratulations on getting there.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So
we're hoping to see another 1,500 in the next 9 months, guys. Come on now. Head on over to Frankie's Facebook page. You will find an entertainment. When he gets on, he is we did mention it, we'll go over it, part of the Norfolk and Chance group, which play in a lot of Call of Duty tournaments. They're over on Discord. They're over on Facebook. Don't be afraid to find them and hit a like. I only realized, right, that Norfolk and Chance was actually no fucking chance. It took me forever. I never heard them say it. I read the logo. I got a Canadian accent. It's Norfolk and Chance. Didn't make sense.
Doesn't quite click, does it?
Did not click at all. It was like, I mean, like a month at least before it clicked. And I turned to my wife and I go, "It's no fucking chance." She's like, "You just figured that out?"
Yeah, but that was like me when I was over in Canada, right? So we went to this wing place.
Yeah.
And we were there, like, getting the wings and that. Choosing, they had a full wings menu going down, right? I was like, I'll get the Johnny Cash hot wings. I got the Johnny Cash hot wings, right? And I'm walking around work. I'm on night shift at this point. This is like two weeks after, and I'm like, and I'm still thinking. I was like, because I was always thinking, why are they called Johnny Cash wings, right? There's spicy ones, the hot and spicy ones.
Yeah.
And I'm walking through night shift, and his song comes on. I'm like, oh, Burning Ring of Fire. Literally took 2-3 weeks later, and it literally just Burning Ring of Fire came on. I'm like, oh,
that
gotcha.
makes sense now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true, eh? Unless you know what I mean, and especially when it comes to like regional things or you know what I mean, stuff like that. Like what you said earlier, we joked around about let me go get some crisp, and I'm like, they're chips. You're like, those are French fries, and I'm like, wait a second. It's so true, right? Like, there's a big difference. Yeah. I love listening to you guys go on sometimes when the bunch of you go on, because it's like there's words I've never heard of. There's words that I don't know what they mean. And it's just like, you know, I picked on someone before where I'm like, you know, 3 starts with a T and an H, right? Not an F. And and it's like me where I say A all the time. You don't catch yourself doing it. You don't catch yourself doing it. So no, that is awesome. So we did talk about the BFT. So the name, actually, what is the name? It was Big Frankie T.
Yeah, Big Frankie T. Yeah, but I didn't like that. So
I think it's a pretty good name. I would have stuck with the Big Frankie T. I like the BFT though. It's clean. It's smooth. The logo looks sweet. You guys all have amazing logos and everything. I don't know how you do it. I know there's like it's apps and different things like that, but at the same time, it's awesome. So you're part of Norfolk and Chance. When did you kind of get on with them? What's the story with the whole Norfolk and Chance?
So I was one of the original, what was it, 4 or 5? Original, there were like 4 or 5 of us that started it up. Said we wanted to, you know, make a team. We started literally just doing the tournaments as a team of 4. That's all it was. Like mainly me, Josh, Colsey, and Mad Dad, and then we had Vampire Russell Brewer. You seen him hanging around? Yep. He was like our backup kind of thing. And then we started. Mad Dad left, and we started getting like a lot more people involved. You know, getting more team, and then you know it grew as a community. JD Hawk, obviously Josh, he kind of took lead role on it. I was away on course, especially like with the army and that. So Colsey's busy with his work. Vamps, give credit to Russ, like he does a lot of the admin kind of stuff. He sorts out spreadsheets of everyone's details.
Okay.
So when we're signing up for tournaments, he can just, it's all there.
Yeah.
You know, Russ does a lot of the admin. But Josh is so passionate about it. Like he loves it. Like if anyone's gonna get big, I can see Josh hit the big time.
You guys are all gonna hit it big. Don't be mistaken. You're all gonna get there in your own way, one way or another. Yeah. Okay, so here's a question that I think everyone wants to know, especially as we've had more and more Norfolk and Chance members on. Who's the best Call of Duty player in the group? Oh. If you want to answer that, that's a loaded question. But who is the best? We won't go over worst because we all know it's Weavers. But who is the best? Who's your partner, if I'm not mistaken? Wasn't he your partner?
We float around. We mix up as partners at the moment. Like I've been streaming like the quads tournaments and that, so I haven't really. But we just got a new guy in. To be fair, like he can't do all the tournaments and that. But I duoed with him last night.
Yeah.
Only's pretty decent, like.
Yeah. So is he the best? Who's the best? Some feelings are going to get hurt here, guys. Some feelings are going to get hurt.
I would say it's him or Ben. I would say. I think.
Benji TV.
Benjamin TV. Yeah.
Benjamin TV.
I think Only snatches it. Only's the best. I think.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. You might have offended some of your friends. Yeah. I'm not offended here. But
yeah, Josh is a bot.
Josh is a bot. I'm gonna have to check him out. I'm gonna have to 1v1 him. I think the only way we can determine if he is the best, I'm gonna have to 1v1 him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that should go well. That should go well. Well, Frankie, as I was saying, we're kind of doing this on a last minute thing. I do appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me today, my man. It was absolutely awesome. Is there anything that you have coming up? Anybody you want to thank? Anybody you want to plug? Anything you want to do? Now is the time to do it, my man.
I'll just say Josh for sorting this out. You know, JD Hawk sorted it out. Weavers, yeah, cheers for that message, you dick. But yeah, just mainly just looking forward to Battlefield and hopefully getting back into more regular streaming, as I've been a bit busy with work and all that at the moment. I haven't been really able to stream regularly. Trying to squeeze in the tournament here and there.
Yeah.
I literally didn't finish work till like 20 minutes before this,
Yeah,
this interview.
And it's pretty late your time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, it's 25 to 11 now.
Well, dude, I definitely want to thank you. I want to thank you for your service. Absolutely. I think it's amazing what you guys are doing, and anyone that has the courage and bravery to do what you do deserves a shout out for that. I want to thank you for taking the time to sit down with us. And I want to thank you for being on the PlainGuy Show. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to check Frankie out. Like I said, you will find his tags in the description of the video. You will find them sitting right below him. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. It costs you nothing and means everything to us. Our community continues to grow, and we can't do it without you guys. So, I am PlainGuy. I pointed the right way this time.
There you go. He's got it.
That is Frankie. BFT, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Take care.
Lovely. Cheers. Thank you.